Hello. Today we'll be going over part 2 of the Fixer Upper project in Cypress, Texas, which is our planning phase. Our primary goals for the project remain the same. We're going to break it into 3 phases, where phase 1 is to find an investment home in Cypress, Texas. Phase 2 is to strategically renovate the property. Phase 3 is to rent out the property to generate cash flows and profit. Purchasing real estate as an investment has historically proven to be a very lucrative option. Our budget for the project remains the same. We have a total committed budget of $450,000. The house will be purchased for $400,000 on January 1st, 2024, and the maximum cost of renovations for the property will be $50,000. As part of the planning phase, I've included a traceability matrix in which we have broken down the requirements, names, the category, source, and status of each requirement. Our requirement number 1 is to purchase the property. Requirement number 2 is to renovate the property. Requirement number 3 is painting. Requirement number 4 is landscaping. And requirement number 5 is renting out the spare bedrooms. The source tells you which individual on the project team is responsible for these individual requirements. All the statuses as of today are incomplete because we are in the planning phase. As we go through the project, we will update this matrix and notate any completed requirements. For the planning phase, I have also developed a quality checklist where I break down what it'll take for this project to be successful. The following quality metrics apply for this project. I've broken it into 3 metrics, which is the house purchase, the interior renovations, and the exterior renovations. For the house purchase, in order for this metric to be successful, we must find a viable investment property for Julie to invest within a set budget. The budget for the entire project is $450,000, of which $50,000 will be allocated towards renovations and $400,000 will be allocated to the purchase of the property. In order for the interior renovations to be successful, all indoor renovations must be completed by February 20th, 2024. This includes a successful remodeling of the kitchen, installation of additional electrical outlets, installation of laminate flooring in all common areas, new windows throughout the house, and installation of a water softener. All interior renovations must be completed within a $50,000 budget. In order for the exterior renovations to be successful, the outdoor lawn must be brought to Julie and the HOA's quality standards by February 20th, 2024. To achieve this, the lawn must be cut to a reasonable length. Flower beds will be planted in the garden. Bushes should be shaped up and trimmed, as well as the trees. Phase 1 of our fixer-upper project is purchasing the house. Julie has performed research with both the realtor and the bank to 1, search for quality investment properties in the Cypress, Texas area with the realtor. 2, work with the bank to refinance her other property. And 3, submit a cash offer and close on the house. Completion for this milestone is set to be January 1st, 2024. Phase 2 of our fixer-upper project is the renovation of the house. This is broken into two parts, one being internal renovations and one being external renovations. For our internal renovations, we want to rent the dumpster by January 3rd, 2024. We want to purchase and install a washer and dryer by February 22nd, 2024. We want to strip and paint the interior of the home, and we estimate that this will be completed by January 21st, 2024. We want to complete extensive lawn care on the property by February 7th, 2024, and we need to tear out all the carpeting by January 14th, 2024. Some of the external renovations that we need to complete in order for this project to be successful is one, we need to remodel the entire kitchen to be completed by February 10th, 2024. We want to install additional outlets that we hope to complete by January 16th, 2024. We need to replace all windows by February 17th, 2024. We want the water softener that we allocated some renovation costs for to be completed by January 22nd, 2024. And we want the laminate flooring to replace the carpet by February 14th, 2024. Finally, phase 3 of the Fixer Upper project is to rent out the house. We have a plan in place in order to strategically market and list the house online. One of the 3 extra bedrooms is going to be allocated to Derek C., who is helping us with the renovations and agreed to rent out one of the spare rooms. We plan to market and network the property to rent out the other 2 bedrooms and generate cash flows. We plan to do this through social media networking and inviting college friends to rent out one of the rooms, as long as they could prove that they have sufficient cash flows and income. And then finally, we will produce financial statements and analysis for the results of the Fixer Upper project. In the planning phase of the project, we included a probability impact matrix in which we plan for any risk exposure we might come across. I've broken it into 10 potential risks that we might include, as well as ranking them on a probability from low, medium to high, as well as an impact from low, medium to high. One of our highest impact, highest probabilities that we're going to face is the high interest rate environments. This could cause delay in financing and refinancing Julie's old house. The cost of inflation is impacting cost of renovations. Cost is up, and it costs a lot to renovate properties currently. The renovations we do on the house can greatly increase the value of the property and therefore raise the property taxes. This is something we'll need to budget for and plan so that we don't go underwater our first year after owning the home. Finally, a high impact that we could face but a low probability is that the contractor could quit mid-project. I highly doubt it'll happen, but you never know.